my opinion, that we are existing within a construct that it is itself an extension of the oversoul, and that we are immortal beings passing through this experience. We're not meant to save the world. We're not meant to stay here. We're meant as pilgrims and sojourners to pass through, gain, and acquire the experiences that are here for us to acquire, and that the world is going to be just as evil as the day when you pass away as the day you entered it. And we're all on different journeys, so that requires a different amount of life sims. I believe in transmigration of souls and reincarnation. I believe that we've come back here many times, and that others have already moved on. They were ready, great enlightened souls that are no longer here, but they've left their legacies, and we read about them all the time. So the simulacrum itself, simulacrum, however you want to pronounce it, it's an extension of the oversoul, but it's a confined area. It's like a quarantined area where the evil and the negativity, the dungeon programming that's operative right here inside this construct has no way to cross-contaminate the outside universe, the real reality on the outside of this experimental construct. And so I do not believe in the Matrix version of a simulation that we're essentially batteries for an AI system that has gone rogue and taken over. I don't believe that. I believe that as an individual, we are existing within two simultaneous realities that coalesce, and that we can phase in and phase out whichever one we want to experience. And let me explain these. One of them is the collective, and these are controlled. The collective is controlled. This is the mass of humanity at any given time in history, at any given time in all our life sims. There is always a collective. It's a mass that is blind to the deeper truths of our reality. It is herd mentality. It's this hive mind that is controlled by polarities that are basically controlled by artificial intelligence X, the AI system that is trying to herd everybody into to be a hardcore conservative, to be a leftist liberal, to be a communist, or to be a socialist, to be somebody who is a Southern Baptist as opposed to a Lutheran, or a Sephardic Jew as opposed to an Ashkenazi. The AI system operates on the principles of duality and polarity, and it always wants people to make a choice. The highly individualized soul, who is not subject to dungeon programming, who has evolved in the personal beyond the constraints of the collective, this individual lives in their own personal reality, and artificial intelligence X normally severs them as if they're a contagion. This is why I call these people errants, because an errant is from the perspective of an AI system that's trying to control everything. An errant is somebody who goes their own way, someone who thinks for themselves, someone who appears to be an aberrant malfunction in a system of controlled chaos. The collective looks at highly individualized people as problems, as rebels, as someone who doesn't want to get along. Sometimes they even are offended, like, oh, you think you're better than everybody else. But the highly individualized person understands that we live in a personal reality, a personal universe, and we can make our own rules, and that the Godhead will honor that, because the simulacrum itself, being a neutral field, is a builder protocol, and it will always reflect back as conditions in your life, the very things that you project into it, and basically follow through with some type of physical activity. Your avatar has to be moving in the direction that you want to go in life, following a mental blueprint, and the simulacrum will build that life for you. And on my own channel, I give many examples of this operation, this duality, this dual nature of the construct, where you can choose to be highly individualized and be a co-creator and have an actual relationship with the very reality construct around us, or you can basically lapse into negative default programming, and you can participate in all the different types of dungeon programming, and after 4 or 5 weeks, you'll realize your vibration has lowered, you're negative, you're not happy, you're discontent, things aren't the things in just life sucks, and you recognize that. And the highly individualized soul will want to go back into that other mode. It'll want to phase out of dungeon programming and go back into being an individual co-creator, because there is no other option. You're either a co-creator, highly individualized, thinking for yourself and building your world and the worlds of others, or you're a part of the collective and you are merely experiencing the worlds built by others because you have been neutralized. So this is the principal message of my channel in Archaics, and it answers your question: who built the simulacrum? The simulacrum was built by the oversoul, and it's the way the oversoul can actually promote growth in immortal beings that would otherwise have no other way to experience these things, because it's an artificial construct. We're not actually suffering the very things that are